All right, 252 to 255. We're going to skim through some of this stuff about dictionaries and thesauruses. Let me just kind of look through here. A lot of pages. 254 we just look at. We might be using that for 255, which I'm going to have you do some of that on your own. Okay, so let's look at 252 to begin with. Let me find it on here. I think this is it. Yes. It's a different color on here than it is my writing. All right, so dictionaries and thesauruses. If you understand the following silly story, it means that you understand at least one word from 31 different languages. These words, which have been part of the English language, were born elsewhere. So one thing about the English language is it's actually a compilation of a lot of different languages, which is kind of cool. All right, so this is called Guess What by Leo Roston. The Admiral hated to snoop, so he left the bottle of shampoo just where he found it, next to the tea and coffee. The bottle had a picture of a llama on the label. The Admiral's wife, who usually wore a gingham dress and moccasins when visiting their ranch on the Nebraska prairie, had just returned from her chores at the bank and the church bazaar. Sorry. She was now helping the cook make the chowder and the goulash for lunch. The Admiral heard them talking in the kitchen. Someone was playing a ukulele, which the Admiral did not like, so he turned on the radio and listened to a pretty mazurka by Chopin. Then he looked through his collection of pictures, mostly of boats, rafts, and kayaks he had seen. When everyone else sat down to eat, the principal of the kindergarten cried, "At last, hooray!" and by accident spilled the ketchup all over the taffy apples. Yum. This so amused another guest who had just returned from a safari that he pulled a toy pistol out of his sack and ran all around the veranda laughing like a maniac and firing his pistol at imaginary attackers. It was a grand party. Wow, that was a crazy word. So what are the 31 words? Here they are. Admiral, snoop bottle, shampoo, tea, coffee, llama, gingham, moccasins, ranch, Nebraska, prairie, chores, bank, church, bazaar, chowder, goulash, kitchen, ukulele, mazurka, rafts, kayaks, kindergarten, hooray, taffy, safari, pistol, sack, veranda, and maniac. All look at those different origins. It's kind of interesting. What is Old Frisian? Not sure what that is, but that's where we get the word. Church. Look at this one. Tagalog. That's interesting. Swahili. That's African. Any other crazy places? Hindustani. Wow. That's where we get shampoo. Interesting. Powhatan. That's Indian. American Indian. And the Sioux, another American Indian name. All right, so that's very interesting. Now let's learn more about this interesting language. We will begin by learning how to use the word lover's good friends, the dictionary, and the thesaurus. Just think, when you know English, you can communicate with more than 87 million people throughout the world who speak English. English is certainly a wonderful language to study and to learn. All right, let's flip the page here. Whoops. Yeah, I want to skip that because we did that. All right, here we are. They kind of got out of order there. The dictionary, look it up. Could anyone know the meaning and spellings and pronunciations of all 600,000 words in the English language? Probably not. That is why a dictionary is so important. It gives us information that we need to know about words. Writers need the dictionary to help them use words correctly. Here is what a word looks like when it's in a dictionary. So here's a dictionary entry right here, and the word is fallacy. We see first of all, well, they're going to tell us down here everything. Let's just read through this. The word fallacy is called the entry word. The word in your dictionary that are explained or defined are called entry words or entries. The entry word is usually in dark type. Notice you can learn from a dictionary about the word fallacy. So the first thing, it's divided up into syllables. Fallacy. See that? And then we have pronunciation. And then we have definitions. This one has 2 definitions. The first definition would be false idea, mistaken belief, error. And then they give a sentence. It is a fallacy to suppose that riches always bring happiness. The other way it can be used is a mistaken reasoning, misleading, or unsound argument. And the plural would be fallacies. They tell you that it's a noun. And this is plural. Okay? So the dictionary gives you the following information about words: how to spell it, how to pronounce it. And the cool thing about looking up words now with Google is you can look them up and it'll give you a dictionary definition. It'll have a little ear by it, and you can tap that ear and it'll tell you how to pronounce it, which has been very helpful. The accenting of the proper syllable. Notice, if you look up here, let me erase a little bit of this. If you notice this pronunciation up top, do you see this little tick right here? That's telling you that you emphasize the first syllable. Fallacy. You don't say fallacy or fallacy. You say fallacy. The syllabication, that's just breaking it up into syllables. The parts of speech, we found out was a noun. The meanings, we saw that. The spelling of other forms, they showed us how to spell it if we made it plural. A sample sentence, which we read. Charts and pictures for some of them. All these things you can find in a dictionary. Note, not all pronunciation charts use the same markings for sounds. You may notice that the markings on the following dictionary page differ in some way from the diacritical marks. They are the marks that show pronunciation in other dictionaries and books. So they do differ a little bit. All right, let's go to the next page. So on the next page, let's see, why can't I get to the next page? I'm going to pause it and try to get to it. All right, so this is an example of a dictionary page. And just to help you see some things here, I'm going to keep this pulled up. I'm going to change my pen a little bit here. And I'm going to look at the next page, and you can look at the next page in your book here. You're going to be answering the questions from this page. So this is a page. These up here are called guide words, by the way. They're telling you that the first word on this page will be after, is the sachet here. All right. And then there's the last word is saw on this page. So when you're looking through a dictionary, you can use those guide words. They're very helpful. Remember that the dictionary breaks up the words into syllables. So in number 1 on page 255, it says, by looking at the pronunciations in parentheses, find 7 entry words with at least 4 syllables. So we're looking for words that have at least 4 syllables. And I'm looking at Saskatchewan. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4. So I would write Saskatchewan first on my paper. And as I go down, I see, let's see, satirical has 4. And so you'd go through and find all the ones that have 4. Satisfaction. All right. And then you're just going to follow the directions in the rest of this page. And you're going to use this page right here to answer the questions on this page. All right. And I think I'm going to let you do this on your own by looking at the previous page. If you have any questions, you can call me about it.